What's up, my boomers? It's me, Melanie Mac, here on my social commentary channel, Melanie Mac Go Boom. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. So, for today's video, I want to talk about everything going on with this Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial, all that kind of stuff, you know, with her being a abuser. Allegedly. I don't know what all I can say or not say without risk of being sued. Not that Amber Heard is gonna watch my video, but just saying. So anyway, so apparently a makeup cosmetics company, Milani, kind of clapped back at her. So let's check this out and see what it is about. So it says Milani Cosmetics claps back after Amber Heard claimed she used the product to cover and touch up bruises from Johnny Depp. More like she used makeup to fake bruises. That's what it looked like to me. But okay, let's continue. It looks like Amber Heard's been busted. Milani Cosmetics fired back after the actress claimed she used their product to cover up bruises from her ex-husband, Johnny Depp, Radar reported. During the trial, which took place in Virginia this past week, her attorney made the comments about the brand, but they took to TikTok to debunk the claims, not complaints, claims. Okay, claims. Heard's attorney claimed she bought the all-in-one correcting kit in her purse. The entire relationship with Johnny Depp. I think that's supposed to say she brought it. And she showed the court to the product too. However, Milani clarified that the product wasn't made until 2017. Exposed. So everything doesn't add up. This was what she used. She became very adept at it. You're going to hear the testimony from Amber about how she had to mix the different colors for the different days of the bruises as they developed in the different coloring, and how she would use to touch those up to be able to cover those, her lawyer told the jury. I mean, doesn't every woman who wears makeup know the concept of color correcting when it comes to different colors and different shades of concealer? This could easily be fabricated. Easily. All right, so... Oh, okay, this is more. The TikTok caption read, "You asked us, let the record show that our correcting kit launched in 2017. Hashtag Milani Cosmetics." In the video, they point out that it wasn't released until 2017. Heard and Depp started dating in 2012 and they split in 2017. Ooh. This past week, the actor took the stand and revealed that he would hide away when Heard would allegedly become violent during their tumultuous marriage. You know what's odd is it's like, okay, she's going to use this cosmetics brand, which didn't even have that thing that she said she used at the time, to try to be in her defense, right? Okay. Meanwhile, there's actual pictures of Johnny Depp with his finger freaking cut off the tip of it. I would say the evidence is a bit one-sided here. You know, it's looking pretty bad for you, Amber. Okay. The more that became ammunition for Miss Heard to either verbally decimate me or send me into a kind of tailspin of confusion and depression. It's not a happy day. It's not a happy week, not a happy month when you're constantly being told how wrong you are about this or that, what an idiot you are, or anything. It increased and increased, and it became that endless circle, so that it escalated and continued to escalate. I went straight to what I have learned as a youth, which was to remove myself from the situation so it couldn't continue. There's only so much your ears can hear and never forget. It was like you were pinned to a wall and had to take it, he said. That just sounds very, very accurate with someone who's endured abuse, in my opinion. Depp also stated that he never hurt Heard. Now, yeah, I mean, this entire thing is sad. I think when it comes to this kind of situation in general, I mean, speaking of makeup, by the way, I don't know why she went with it. She's sponsored by L'Oreal, or she used to be, at least. L'Oreal Paris, there it is back there. Even after all of this stuff came out, I don't know what was that, a couple years ago or last year when this stuff first started coming out. So I still don't know why they did that, because there was plenty enough compelling evidence. And it's just sad because here's a situation where a woman abuses a man, and in some cases it's like people treat it as if women can't abuse men, but it does happen, and it happens all the time. Okay? Women verbally and physically, all that. Domestic abuse is not just one-sided, and I know that a lot of people do side with the woman more simply because men are stronger than women, but you really have to look at these things at a case-by-case basis, because just because most men are physically stronger than women doesn't mean that women can't abuse men. They do. They absolutely do. I mean, just freaking look at this case. It's just devastating. And not only that, but then she's had at least one other ex who was a woman in that case who accused her as well of abuse, and I believe that. So, yeah. This is just all around, yeah. So I mean, just to get caught in another lie too, not surprising. All right, so let's look at some of the comments. Welcome to #Team Depp, Milani Cosmetics. Let's go. One lie, more like 100 exactly. Thank you. Can you report on her other lies too? I swear. We should all buy a product from Milani Cosmetics to approve that move. Only y'all been reporting on her lies since she started telling them. Dude, I'm going to say too is on Facebook, I keep seeing like these articles from Lad Bible, I think it's called. And it's ridiculous how much they keep trying to defend her. They're only sharing stuff that looks bad for Johnny. Like, I don't know, he was on a phone call with a friend and said some bad things about her. Dude, you know, that's just not the same. It's not the same. And that when this is a victim of abuse. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine he said some things that were very, you know, extreme or whatever, but that's completely different story than what's actually than what he had to endure and stuff like that. A phone call and something he said with a friend out of frustration. So yeah, thankfully a lot of the comments and a lot of people are supporting Johnny Depp in this situation. So there is some faith in humanity to be restored here. All right, so let me go ahead and hop into some of my recent comments from some of my recent videos. Adam says, saw your latest appearance on The Critical Drinker. Subbing to you. To stop the madness, we have to support those with integrity who dare to go against the message. You're not alone. We're not the minority. Thank you so much, Adam. And I know this is the thing, is this woke mob and all that kind of stuff. They kind of made us feel outnumbered, and they kind of made us feel scared to lose our jobs and this and that, which a lot of people did. And now I feel like a lot of us have been taking a stand. It's like, hey, you know what? Let's show them we're not the minority in this situation. Hezekiah says, when I tell you I laughed so hard I almost died just at the title and thumbnail. That was from this video. Guy sues streamer girl for not falling in love with him. I had fun with that one. All right. OMG, the channel ain't old anymore. I think you meant to say ain't new anymore. I changed it. Now, originally I was going to say, because in my intros I was like, welcome to my new channel, Melanie Mac Go Boom. I was going to keep calling it new channel up until I hit either 50,000 subs or 6 months on the channel, whichever came first. Just because, like, I've had my original channel, Melanie Mac, for over 13 years. So I thought, okay, maybe this will alleviate some confusion from people who find it in their recommended. But I don't know. Some people were like, this channel ain't new anymore. It ain't new. It's like 2 months old or something. So I'm like, fine. You know what? I'm just going to call it my social commentary channel. All right. Harble says, streamer sells the girlfriend experience. Keyword sells. Transactional relationship goes sour. Drama ensues. Something name for girls who sell themselves online. I disagree with this. A girl streaming video games is not inherently selling the girlfriend experience. I mean, there are tons of guys who stream video games and get paid to do so as well. So are you saying they're selling the boyfriend experience? to these dudes. I mean, now I do think in certain situations when you're looking at OF, all that kind of stuff, yeah, there is this sort of blurred line that some people get, because in those cases they are, that is more or less selling a girlfriend experience. People are buying these selfies and lewd photos. I mean, it's still not technically. Usually they do make it very clear, but still, I can see how that's not healthy for the person purchasing said goods, because they're getting a false sense of a relationship of sorts in that way. But still, at the end of the day, if they're adults and they're paying for it, that's on them. But I don't necessarily think that's healthy. But in this case, no, I wouldn't say a girl streaming video games is selling a girlfriend experience. Obviously, I stream video games, so you can call me biased or whatnot. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure this girl has made it exceptionally clear that she's married and has a child. I don't think she was misleading anybody or selling any type of girlfriend experience. Last I checked, from what I know of her, which I don't know that much, but what I know is she streams Destiny. So, yeah, that's not a girlfriend experience. I think that's a stupid comment. All right, the Eye of Magnus says, I feel like we are in such a fragile time, and where many good men are looked at in that light of other dumb men like this, and guys like this don't help the situation. I 1000% agree, because yeah, you got your simps, your simp dudes who keep buying girls OnlyFans and stuff like that, because which I feel like is stunting them in terms of actually developing relationships with real women that they meet in person and things like that. I think that's different than supporting your favorite streamer, whatever gender they may be. Because here's the thing, is when you think about, you have different types of content, you have different types of reason you watch. Look at like Netflix, Hulu, Daily Wire stuff, all that. You're paying for a service because you're watching it and you're getting entertainment out of it. And so in many cases, people will support financially, help support their favorite content creators, because they're not watching Netflix as much, or that's their Netflix, you know what I mean? Or that's a comparable service. So in that kind of situation is different. But I do think that in this case, like when you mentioned with this guy who is giving this girl money because he wanted her to treat him like she was his girlfriend, that's a different situation. And it does make good guys look bad. And there's so many situations where guys who are just great men, who respect women and who are very chivalrous in a way, and treat women with respect and treat women like they're like caring toward women, you know what I mean? And they treat them a little different than they do men. And I honestly, now depending on the situation, but I honestly like to see that. I like to see when a man can treat a woman like a woman, you know what I mean? And be respectful, open doors for her, things like that. And to just, to be a gentleman. And unfortunately, these type of gentlemen are being called simps when they are just taught good gentlemanly values. And to me, that's a big sign of masculinity, is whenever a guy can be a gentleman and treat women with respect and care like that. And unfortunately, they are being treated that they are only doing so because they want to get in her pants or whatever. And, in a dating type scenario, that's obviously different. But in your day-to-day, with how a gentleman will treat women in general, no, they are just taught good old chivalrous values. And, it's sad that they get a bad reputation, or that they get lumped in with these incels of sorts, who think that women owe them their bodies over things like them supporting their stream or whatever. So yeah, it's sad. It's sad that good men get flack for that. All right, Cambion says, people who don't like to hear your testimony can always click away when you get to that point of your video. I pray they stay, but he gives us freedom of choice. Exactly. Thank you so much. I do get some backlash for my verse of the day segments and talking about my testimony in the Bible and stuff, but I'm gonna still do it. Y'all can click away if you don't want to watch it. I don't force anyone to watch it. Mike Pete Pete says, wow, his bank decided in his favor? That's such bullcrap. This ruling by his banks can't be allowed to stand. That's a threat to the whole Twitch streamer community. Now, I am not sympathetic in general to Twitch streamers, but in this case, I got to side with the lady. Dude, for real, I can't believe the bank even... I don't know how he presented that to the bank and how they even supported that, but yeah. Rachel Black says, just saw you on the Critical Drinkers channel and wanted to say thank you for your integrity and courage. Thank you so much, Rachel. It's so sweet of you. Archangel of War says, you never need to thank me for watching. One of the best channels there is. God bless and keep up the amazing work. Thank you. That's so nice of you. It means a lot. That comment made my day. So thank you so much. All right, let me go ahead and go into the verse of the day. For today, I picked James 1:12. It says, blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial. For when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love him. And I've said in past videos and stuff, like living a Christian life is not the easy path. We get a lot of backlash. We get a lot of hate from people. It's really not the easier path to take when it comes to life in general. But, you know, this is just more encouragement for y'all, because I know sometimes it can be very discouraging, but keep going. Keep going. Life isn't perfect and life isn't going to be perfect, but at the end of the day, like I said in my last video, I mean, there's a peace that comes with it and it's all worth it. Not only that, but I mean, look at that. Eternal life. Look at all the good that God promises to those who love him. So it's worth it. So keep trucking. And now I want to say, if you guys want to be a part of the community, I do have a Discord server. It's in my link tree, which is in the description of this video, which you can check that out. There's general segments. There's Go Boom stuff. You can suggest video topics in the Go Boom segments. There's also just like general, if you want to talk about things going on. There's different tabs with different topics. And I also do have a prayer request segment that some of my prayer leaders created. So if anybody wants to put in their prayer request, or if anybody just wants to know more, if perhaps you're not a Christian and you want to just know more about it, I do have my prayer leaders assigned there and they can help you out. So check that out if you wish to do so. But anyway, there you have it. Thank you all so much for watching my video today and for hanging out with me and for all the comments and for all the love, all the likes. You guys have been so supportive and it means a lot, because making these videos, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's discouraging when I get backlash and stuff, but at the end of the day, it does bring me a lot of joy, and I'm really grateful to have this channel and to have the support on this channel that I do have. So thank you all so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and in the meantime, go boom.